if you are an influencer, you're not an actor, you're not an actress, you're just somebody who makes content on TikTok or Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, you run the risk of being blacklisted by Hollywood and the Hollywood Actors Union because, look, you're supposed to express your solidarity with Fran Drescher and all of the other wimps in Hollywood. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. You have to express your solidarity with all of the actors and the people in the union because you need to swear a loyalty oath to the union. That's creepy.
It's ridiculous, especially because this applies to influencers who are not a part of SAG-AFTRA. They accepted influencers into SAG starting in 2021, but now these new rules that they've come up with for influencers apply to all. And supposedly, if they find out that you've broken any of these rules before joining SAG, you will be barred from ever having membership in the future.
Yeah, it says, to put it simply, influencers are expected to express solidarity with the ongoing strike or risk landing on SAG-AFTRA's blacklist, which could lead them to lose out on opportunities in the future. They also won't be allowed to join the union further down the line. How can they show their support? Well, influencers are often paid by studios to promote films and TV series and to whip up attention on social media. I see that a lot because a lot of I follow Enola Better. She's a dancer and a singer, and she's always at movie premieres. I'm like, what the hell does she have to do with Mission Impossible?
No, one of the girls I was on a whatever panel with, who was just some dumb 18-year-old influencer, she was I looked at her Instagram and she was at a Scream 6 premiere, on a red carpet. And I was like, who is this? This is just some nobody. But apparently a lot of them get these brand deals with studios to promote movies.
I saw the guy who I always post the videos of. He's a musician named YX. He makes the funny videos where he roasts his wife in the videos where he has the one where basically talks about how she his famous first videos, he puts a speaker on the bed and then just sings her a "You're Late for Work" song really loudly, and she just freaks out and hits him with a pillow, and it went super viral. He's at the Creed premiere. I'm what is this But I guess he's also he's an industry musician, but it's a lot of influencers end up at these movie premieres, but that's because on their various social media platforms, they're going to post stories and they're going to post pictures. It's like Coachella. Fit check, Coachella.
Also, SAG doesn't have an official definition for an influencer or any amount of followers that you need to have to be considered one.
Yeah.
So supposedly this could even apply to either of us.
You.
If we're doing movie reviews for Barbie, then we're now barred from membership in SAG.
No. Well, they don't want us anyways because
I guess they wouldn't want us anyways.
Maybe me because I'm more. I go too easy on the movies. They're if they want Mary, it's got to be it's getting a Mary seal of approval on a movie is what being a high rating on Rotten Tomatoes used to be, where it's if Mary actually likes your movie, it's really, really good because Mary doesn't like any of the movies.
Yeah.
Hard
to please. But it's don't rope ordinary people into this. The strike is supposed to apply to the entertainment industry, and now
it makes them seem like a gang.
If anyone can be considered an influencer, regardless of how many followers they have, I mean, nobody's get brand deals all the time. Like that girl that got the brand deal with Biore strips. She would be considered an influencer, and if she promotes a movie,
did you see this?
She'll get barred from membership.
Yeah. Did you see the story about Juju Green?
No.
So it says, I'll read this through. This story is really, really funny. It's the quickest, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Please don't cancel me ever. It says, confusion about the specifics of SAG-AFTRA's guidelines, especially in the overwhelmingly non-union influencer industry, has led to a number of controversies since the strike started. It says, much of the controversy revolves around a film-based content creator called Juju Green, who has more than 3 million followers on TikTok. After Green suggested he wasn't covered by SAG-AFTRA's guidelines as a non-union influencer and shared a now deleted tone-deaf, they put it in quotes, tone-deaf skit about continuing to post, many condemned his lack of solidarity. How dare you not fall in line, peasant? Fall in line with the union. Green has since apologized and clarified that he stands by the strike. Yeah, as they're literally slapping bats on their hands behind them. They're like, you support the strike, then don't ya?
Yeah.
He says, Green has since apologized and clarified that he stands by the strike while criticizing members of the union for punishing influencers instead of truly educating them through this new and challenging time. Kick rocks, union. You make me want to wish for the, you make me want the million gazillion dollar studios to win.
This is also, they said in their FAQ for influencers on the SAG website that you are not even allowed to attend Comic-Con or other like festivals or events that are run by struck companies if you're an influencer. It said you cannot participate in conventions such as Comic-Con on behalf of or to promote companies that we are striking against, including appearances, panels, fan meet and greets involving struck work. You may participate in a convention in ways that are wholly independent of characters from struck work or sponsorship by struck companies.
I saw that.
And it also says influencers should refrain from posting on social media about any struck work, regardless of whether they are posting organically or whether they're getting paid to do so. So if you're an influencer, you're not in SAG, and you just post, I watched the Barbie movie and I liked it, you're not allowed in SAG.
Nope, because it's a gang.
Like, this is more so compelled speech.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not in SAG, you still have to post the scripted support letter. You know, I stand in solidarity with the union.
And they're all saying the same words. I stand in
they
solidarity.
have a script.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was mass emailed out to them.
Also, did you see that SAG-AFTRA strike closing is costing studios $600,000 per week? To which I say, so? Like, I don't mean to be mean,
That's
but
pennies.
like, that's like for these studios who wasted $30 million on a He-Man movie that never even came out on Netflix, is $600,000 all that much? Eventually it'll add up in lost revenue from the movies that have already been filmed and not coming out. But like, I don't get it, man. Like, if I was these actors, I would be wanting to get back to work as much as possible. I do understand that, look, the journeyman actors, the ones who don't even qualify for health insurance, meaning you have to meet the minimum of like $26,000 a year, like, they're not meeting that, right? But a lot of actors aren't. You're in an industry where it's very hard to get consistent work.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy to me. And you've got these people telling you that you have to fall in line. You can only follow the script. What if one of these journeyman actors has a TikTok that blows up and wants to do a brand deal with someone and go that way? I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
Go work for yourself.
Yeah, that's another confusing aspect of this is that influencers are self-employed and they don't have to. The whole point of being an influencer rather than being in establishment media is that you can run your own business that is yourself and your persona online. But another part of this that's confusing is, like, do you really want influencers to stand in solidarity with you? Like, these are some of the most morally questionable people in our day and age. I don't think I would want to stand in solidarity on anything with influencers because they're not regulated, they're not controlled. They're independent people with their own opinions, and they're prone to scandals, they're prone to PR blunders all the time. Yeah. Do you really want their support?
I mean, are the, like, I kind of think of influencer scandals in the same light as I think of reality TV scandals. They don't hold the same weight.
Sure.
Like, people, like, they're less risky than they are when there's a scandal amongst, with a regular celebrity. The Jonathan Majors is a much bigger story than some reality TV star who does something stupid.
Yeah.
Or something illegal. It seems like that stuff exits the news cycle faster.
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, like, look, if you're like, that's one thing, but it's also like, if you're the influencers, like, they need you more than you need them right now. Like, the influencers are going to be able to make this market work on their own because they have the freedom to do so. Like, when I see, like, an Enola Beddard at a movie premiere, I think of somebody with 2 million followers, that they need that person more than she needs them, because she's insulated by her large follower count, brand deals, and extensive amount of work that she's doing. The studios are grasping for relevance. Like, think about it. Like, This is like a 22-year-old influencer at a movie made by like a 60-year-old dude that's being marketed to boomers and older Gen X and maybe some of the millennials. They're scraping for relevance with the youth.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Barbie was being marketed on people who were doing their fashion, like, what are you going to wear to the Barbie movie?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the influencers are in a much better position right now, but it's like everyone inherently desperately seeks out that mainstream validation for some reason. Like they need that attaboy from the mainstream companies.
I don't know. I think that SAG and like all of these actors who are in the established media want people to want to be in their club. Like it's a big club and you're not in it.
Yeah.
And if you're not in it because you broke their rules, they love to gloat at, and boast over how you're not allowed in their club because at the end of the day, these are overgrown theater kids who never fit in high school. Yep. And they're living out their in-group fantasies in this industry.
Yeah.
But the reality is the influencers with 100K on Instagram probably have a more engaged following.
Way more.
Than any of these celebrities do.
More work, though. Like, in a lot of ways, when you don't have the corporate machine backing you up, it's a lot more work, and you have to, it's daily for them, and you're constantly putting out content. There's never a day off.
That's what people are saying to filmmakers right now. It's like, you could make films independently if that's what you care about doing. If you care about storytelling,
make your own YouTube.
As much as you claim to.
Make your own YouTube.
Do it
and
yourself.
Monetize it. Yeah.
Like that's what these influencers are doing. They don't need the capital and name recognition of studios and IP to make money and make entertaining content. People are watching TikTok. Young people don't watch Netflix.
Nope. Yep, it's crazy, and when do you think this strike ends? Do you think it ends before the end of the year?
I have no idea. I mean, I hope that it never ends.
that it goes on forever, and we get to talk about this every day. I saw Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad made a comment today where he was talking about he's like, "Oh, you're not going to use AI to replace us. You'll never take away our dignity."
Okay.
Yeah.
He's really annoying.
You don't like him?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston.
Love Breaking Bad. I don't really know much about him as a person outside of the show.
That's the ideal.
Yeah. Well, that's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
You should not. Ideally, you want to know as little about these actors as possible because it allows you to connect with them better when they go from character to character. Mm-hmm. Influencers are the opposite. They succeed by being more engaged and more personal with you and finding a way to, find the best possible way to feign connection and honesty with you.
I just don't know how an actor strike is going to end with the negotiations that they want. Like, there's no way that the studios are going to give them what they want.
Not entirely, no.
So
like
they may
get a bump.
Concede.
They may get a bump in residuals, I guess, but I don't think they're going to get what they want from AI. No. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.